What's up, guys? Your boys are back.
Yeah.
I'm Ryan, my man, George.
Yeah, man. What's up, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers. Shout out to everybody on Def to Radio, DEAF #2 Radio. I want to shout out someone really quick that hit us up to do this song on Def to Radio. Jeremy Patrick, shout out to you, my man. He told us, and there was a whole bunch of people that told us to get to something from this Ransom album, but I wanted to shout out Jeremy. Shout out to you for following us. Everybody else, follow us on Def to Radio so we can kind of, get an idea of what you guys want us to react to.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're notified when we drop stuff like this, man. We're getting back to Ransom, man, and 38 Spesh, right? We did Rituals, and man, I was pleasantly surprised, man. And quite frank, I told George this off camera, man. Ransom is quickly going up the scale on my playlist, man. Like, you know what, him, Pusha T, I'm like, man, you know what? I fuck with them. I'm starting to fuck with them heavy.
And I'm just happy that Ransom's getting some shine, man, because Ransom's been nice for a very long time. I know he did the bid or whatever the case may be, and he just unfortunately wasn't able to put music out for a little while. RJ Payne, we got to get to RJ Payne too. 38 Spesh within the last few years has been really making some moves as well. So I'm just happy that guys like this are getting some shine, man. Let's get into it, man. I'm excited because that Rituals joint was fire.
Yeah, it was.
Go check that Rituals reaction out, by the way. Off the This Life Made Me Do It album that just dropped from Ransom, 38 Spesh and Ransom, Last Gasp.
I wanna see the best side of me.
Ron Isley or some shit?
I know what it is.
Sounds like it.
Maybe though, I don't know. But it does sound like that. That shit just sounds fly. I know that.
Niggas say they outside but with no place to go. They say, man, you look young. They see in my face a glow that resembles the greats.
Already, right? Already.
This Ransom always does this, man. He did it on Rituals, right? When he said, they say his beef, well, it's well done or something like that. Whatever the line was.
Oh, this shit's gonna be well done.
Yeah.
So you say you outside, huh?
But with no place to go.
Like, man, stop it. You ain't really outside, man. Stop it. Stop saying that shit. That's like the trendy shit to say anyway.
For those of you who don't know, when people say that they're outside, what they're saying is, man, they out in the mix of the action, right? They're outside, they're in the mix, they're in the streets. Typically, it's related to street shit. I'm outside, I'm on some street shit, I'm available, I'm just active, is what someone's saying. It's basically them bragging about being in the streets and being out, right? But what Ransom just said was, these guys, man, they say they outside, but, with no place to go. So even if you are outside, like if you are active and you in the streets and, whatever your name is ringing bells in the streets, but you ain't doing shit. Like, where are you going with that, though?
Yeah.
You're not making no moves.
No noise at all.
No noise, saying you outside and being active, that doesn't mean that
it's
you're
irrelevant.
you ain't doing nothing substantial with your life.
Yeah.
So you saying you outside, but no place to go. Stop it. Super hard how he came in on
already.
I wanna see the best side of me. I know what it
I love that
is.
sample. So far, anyway.
that. That beat, though, we gonna shout them out.
Niggas say they outside but with no place to go. They say, Rand, you look young. They see in my face a glow that resembles the greats before. Nas, Big Face, and Hove. I got a ways to go, but don't you try to give me them flowers that took a day to grow. See me, I let them haters know. And I tell my people around me, I'm trying to feed. You gon' bleed if you take your plate to go.
Yeah.
No, I wanna see the best side of me. But money changes niggas like robbery. And
Oh,
Yeah, it's too much already.
Ransom did. Already. Ransom did already. I tell my people around me, I'm trying to feed, you gonna bleed if you take your plate to go. He's Ransom, he's the rapper, he's the one that's getting money, and there's people in his circle that he's feeding, that essentially giving an opportunity to. And you're gonna bleed if you take, when he's playing on the fact that feeding and eating food, right? You're gonna bleed if you take your plate to go. If you try to take advantage of this opportunity that I've given you and just dip the first time you start getting money or things change, that to me is a sign of disloyalty, right? And you're gonna bleed for that.
When you give someone their flowers, you're giving them praise, you're giving them respect for what they've accomplished, right? So when he says, I got a ways to go, don't give me, flowers that only took a day to grow. To me, I'm taking that as like, your opinion doesn't mean much because you're giving me some flowers that only took a day to grow. Like, dude, that's really not giving me my just due.
Plus, you just got here. You know what I'm saying? I've been killing shit for so long. You just got. Don't try to jump on the bandwagon now is another way to take that. Like, you just got here, bruh. Now you want to just give me your. Now it's cool and cool to say that Ransom gets busy. Nah, don't
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't need them flowers. You know what I'm saying? Just watch me cook.
They're meaningless.
Let's keep it going.
no place to go. They say, Rand, you look young. They see in my face a glow that resembles the greats before. Nas, Big Face, and Hove. I got a ways to go, but don't you try to give me them flowers that took a day to grow. See me, I let them haters know. And I tell my people around me, I'm trying to feed. You gon' bleed if you take your plate to go. No, I wanna see the best side of me, but money changes niggas like bribery, and now they telling lies to me. Addicted to the life with no sobriety. I had some lost niggas that was guiding me violently. Now I get teary-eyed when my daughter says bye to me. Silently, I keep it all inside of me, cause this is how I gotta be.
I wanna see the best side.
Yeah. I hope you seeing what is what. Was always full of hatred, couldn't love enough. That's why I said enough's enough. But those who bet against me, I tell them niggas, let's double up. Deal a card, shuffle up. Pioneers spilling your heart on tracks and they shut them up. First one through the wall is always gonna get bloodied up. And that is one up.
This dude is
It's too much, man. It's too much. He could have hit me with 2 or 3 of those hard bars, and the verse would have been hot.
And that's usually a good verse.
Yeah.
2 or 3 haymakers, and then you out of here.
Yeah,
It
you
is
know?
like
Bam,
non-stop.
bam, bam.
But just listen to the rhythm, the pattern, right? The multi-syllable work, right? You know what I'm saying? All the way back to the enough's enough, right? When he said, you know, I was always full of hatred, couldn't love enough. That's why I said enough's enough. Those who bet against me, tell them dudes it's time to double up. You know what I'm saying? Dealer card, shuffle up. Pioneers spilling your heart on tracks, they shut them up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? First one through the wall is always the one that gets bloodied
Bloodied
up.
up, yeah.
So the multi-syllable, the ba-da-da-ba, shut them up, bloodied up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is incredible. His multi-syllable game is crazy. And I'm always usually not a fan of multi-syllables because I feel like I'm not a fan of how people use them typically. When they're
Right, I got you.
when they just think that is just coming up with multi-syllables, and regardless of what the content is, I just want to multi you to death. That to me is just usually very shaky because people don't know how to utilize them. But when you utilize it like this, it's incredible. I love this pioneer spilling your heart on tracks and they shut them up. First one through the wall is always going to get bloodied up. I just think that's such a powerful line. I mean, we're coming off of, you know, that little statement that you know, a certain DJ made, you know what I'm saying, that had the internet in a frenzy about respecting pioneers and all that other stuff. And since then, he's kind of cleared it up in his own way. But I do think that there's a lot of wisdom in that. You know, typically when you're you're starting an industry, and this is just any industry, you know what I mean? You don't always reap the fruits of your labor. You know what I'm saying? You don't always get the recognition. You always don't get the money. You always don't get the jewels and the fame that comes along with that, man. So when he says the pioneers, the people who started this, they shut them up. Obviously, when you go through a wall, you know, you're gonna get hurt trying to go through a wall. There's gonna be blood, right? Or I would imagine blood. You know what I'm saying? So you're going through the breaking new ground and you're pushing through. You're going to face the adversity and you're gonna face the trials of that. So you don't always benefit, man. I just thought that was very powerful and related to rap. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these guys that were laid the foundation, man, don't get the love and respect that they deserve, you know?
And you're right, man, because they were disruptors. You know what I'm saying? Disruptors is something that is just something so foreign and so different, but it just kind of disrupts. It changes the way things are done.
Yep.
And that was hip hop.
Again, in the midst of the setup to that was just incredible.
But skipping back up, man, to that line that if you take your plate to go, you're going to bleed. He said after that, no, I want you to see the best side of me. He was like, because money changed dudes like bribery. So I felt like that was linked to that line. Like, you know, if I'm trying to feed the family, you know what I'm saying? Trying to feed people, put them on and make sure what I'm doing right by people. And you touched on being loyal and you take your plate to go, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like when he says money changes dudes like bribery, that's what that means. I'm taking my plate to go. Thank you. Yep, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Instead of sharing like, dude, you got it from somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know, so don't take your plate to go, you know? Right. Or is it each one teach one? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's like,
that family member that comes, you know what I mean? They come to the function or whatever and just take their plate, hey, take the plate and then dip out without actually trying to, you know what I mean, just coalesce with the family. It's kind of like that same thought process.
Yeah,
it's just someone who's just selfish, only out for themselves when someone else put them in a position to be successful. So now you just take that to go. That's brilliant. But right here, man, when he said, I had some lost dudes that was guiding me violently. Now I get teary-eyed when my daughter says bye to me. But silently, I keep it all inside of me. You know what I mean? Because this is how I got to be. So I love that, man. I love and you know, to me, it shows growth. For him to pinpoint that he had some lost dudes guiding him, like in the moment, he didn't realize that.
Right.
But as a grown man, now that he's matured, he realized these dudes that he was following that probably he looked up to, lost dudes, you know, in the streets and just moving recklessly. They were guiding him, and now he looks at his daughter as a sort of symbolic of what's most important in life. So I just love the depth that he went in to that right there. Just across the board.
It was hot, man, hot.
Dudes that bet against me, tell them let's double up.
Let's double up. Okay, yeah.
Let's see. You know what I'm
Stay
saying?
on your ground.
Stay on
you
your
know what I'm
ground.
saying?
Let's
Yeah.
double that up.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Stay over there. Stay over there. What Morant say? Stay over there. Stay on that side.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, double up.
I wanna see the best side.
Yeah. I hope you seeing what is what. Was always full of hatred, couldn't love enough. That's why I said enough's enough. For those who bet against me, I tell them niggas, let's double up. Deal a card, shuffle up. Pioneers spilling your heart on tracks and they shut them up. First one through the wall is always gonna get bloodied
I
up.
wanna see the best side.
And now this runner up is about to run it up. Too bad y'all niggas runners up. Niggas drunk the Kool-Aid, but it's too late. Cause most of these rapping niggas gon' want a cup. You never seen me buddied up when niggas ain't the same cloth.
It's too much, man. Come on, Ransom. It's too much, bro. Calm it down. Calm it down, bro.
But the way he continued that though, after the whole pioneers shut him up, first one through the walls, the one the shit that we broke down. First one through the wall is always gonna get bloodied up. He said, now the runner up is about to run it up. He said, too bad y'all dudes is runners up, right? So and then he said, dudes drunk the Kool-Aid, but it's too late. Most of these dudes is gonna want a cup. You know what I'm saying? That was crazy.
But I'm the runner-up, so I'm standing on the foundation that they've built. So I'm the runner-up, you know what I'm saying? And now I'm about to run this shit up. And now y'all are just gonna be the runners-up. Y'all just gonna be the novices trying to drink the Kool-Aid, right? Because he followed that up with, you know, when someone drinks the Kool-Aid, man, you kind of like buy into the bullshit. Another way to say that is you riding a wave. You know, a wave comes and you're just trying to catch the new trend. But he's saying it's too late because y'all gonna want a cup of this new trend, but it's too late. You know what I'm saying? We already know what happens with motherfuckers that ride trends, you know what I'm saying? And drink the Kool-Aid.
All right, man, I don't think we're gonna get through the verse, man. Let's pull it back. I want to hear all that again.
Couldn't love enough. That's why I said enough's enough. For those who bet against me, I tell them niggas, let's double up. Deal a card, shuffle up. Pioneers spilling your heart on tracks and they shut them up. First one through the wall is always gonna get bloodied
I
up.
wanna see the best side.
And now this runner up is about to run it up. Too bad y'all niggas runners up. Niggas drunk the Kool-Aid, but it's too late. Cause most of these rapping niggas gon' want a cup. You never seen me buddied up when niggas ain't the same cloth. Taking pics, hugging up, telling stories that ain't yours. You ain't never blow your gun clean, blood off a stained floor. Yeah, you might be holding one, but we ain't on the same course. I'm wrapping up a large peak. Headed to the main source. Some crackers in the RV with Berettas and some chainsaws. That's why I spent this pain for niggas locked up and she say it ain't yours. Brother dead on the same call. Another death got your brain paused. We remain flawed. Can't afford to weather the storm cause even the rain poured. Now we not the same dog. Please let me.
Yo. What? You never seen me buddied up with dudes that ain't from the same cloth. Taking pics, hugging up, telling stories that ain't yours.
Yeah. You never blew a gun and cleaned off blood from a stained floor. He was like, you might be holding a gun. He's like, but we ain't on the same course. You might be holding a gun, but you never put in work like that. A hole-in-one is a golf reference, right?
You know, you're playing putt-putt.
Right.
You know, I'm like hitting shit over trees and shit. Like, you're playing putt-putt.
Right.
You're on that soft, easy
Like,
course.
dude, stop it.
So the double entendre in there, in the metaphor in there is just nasty how he did that. Well, that was crazy. Another death got your brain paused. We remain flawed. Can't afford to weather the storm because even the rain pour. So when it storms, obviously the rain pours. But what he's saying is, man, another death got your brain paused. Yeah. Another body, like, you know, that's the other side of the street shit, right? You know, death and all that. You go through it psychologically, it has your brain paused, like you're in a fog, right? Or you're going through the trauma of death and killing and seeing death, right? But we remain flawed. He's admitting his flaws. You know, I can't afford to weather the storm. I've been through the storm too much, right? You know, because even the rain will pour. He's talking about being disenfranchised and poor, although the rain pours down. You know what I'm saying? But weather the storm just meaning like going through tough times and tumultuous times. We can't even afford to do that, man. We're poor, going through it. We are experiencing death. So it's just another storm coming, right? Another storm to weather. It's probably going to be too much to bear. So just the metaphor wordplay.
Killing
just
this.
Nasty.
And I know we touched on this at the beginning, but this is worth another mention. The beat is fire. I know it's minimalistic, but the way he's rapping on this beat is fire.
Shout out to Mayor the real Mayor 3000, Ty Jams, and Bernard Woodside, man. Everybody who's responsible for this sample is so nasty. We ain't even got the 38 special yet.
I'm telling you.
Let's keep it going.
We remain flawed, can't afford to weather the storm cause even the rain pour. Now we not the same, dog, please let me explain, Lord. If I'm in a crowd of niggas, who you think they gon' aim for? Yeah, yours truly. So all these fake rappers who swear that war's a movie, I cleared the walls of juvie, your fearless bars don't move me. You playing the game, prepared for Call of Duty. The ops saying my name, I hear the calls of duty. The cops put them in chains, I swear them laws are spooky, but I hear the guards as groupies. They tell me this my last gasp. I take a deep breath and reassess. I'm in the mirror working on my last laugh.
Yo,
Yeah, he destroyed that shit.
We need to put him in a conversation for verse of the year with that. This has been out since July? Yeah, put that man in a conversation for verse of the year. Yeah.
That was hard.
Yeah, J. Cole and Hove and put Ransom in that conversation. That was incredible, dude. Start to finish.
You playing the game, preparing for Call of Duty, the game Call of Duty, right? He's all, but the ops saying my name, I hear the Call of Duty. Like, that's like the back call.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go, nigga.
That's music to my ears.
I'm ready to go. Let's go. I hear the Call of Duty.
Music to my
Salute
ears.
that shit.
But then he said, I take a deep breath and reassess. I'm in the mirror working on my last laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're working on your last laugh, that's just, you know, I'm working on, it's his How You Like Me Now.
Yeah,
This is like, I've made it, and now I got
Victory
the last
lap.
laugh, right? His victory rap, but I have the last laugh, because, you know, throughout this entire verse, he was talking about people doubting him and the pioneers being shut up, and, you know, now you want to give me my flowers, but, you know, for years, Ransom was slept on, and they probably counted him out, right? He did a bit in jail, so now he's heating up again, and I'm already in the mirror, man. I'm working on my last laugh. I'm working on just that I told you so. All right, let's get the 38 special, man. Let's keep it going.
Prepared for Call of Duty. The ops saying my name, I hear the calls of duty. The cops put them in chains, I swear them laws are spooky, but I hear the guards as groupies. They tell me this my last gasp. I take a deep breath and reassess. I'm in the mirror working on my last laugh.
Yeah, this is hard.
Huh. Hey, yo, Red, let me talk on this, my nigga. Know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, turn me up in the headphones, man. Know what I mean? Hey, y'all, I remember being stressed out about cream, but I ain't never lose sleep, my nigga. What's a visionary without dreams? I need a rest to see out schemes like navigation. My imagination could reroute things. Only kings know about queens. I found mine and I hired a maid to keep the house clean. Now where would I be without fiends? They
Sorry. The way he started this, man, same thing. That's so important, man, to get people like really just, you know, amped up to hear the rest of the verses, how you start the verse, man. He said, I remember being stressed about cream, but I ain't never lose sleep. You know, what's a visionary without dreams?
Yeah,
and he said,
man.
I needed to rest to see out schemes. Like navigation, my imagination could reroute things. So we remember being stressed about money, not having money.
Yeah, being broke.
Right? But he didn't lose sleep over it. In fact, sleep was helpful for him, right? Because him sleeping was allowing him to kind of see the vision of what he wanted in life, right? He was a visionary without dreams. A visionary seeing the future, seeing something before it happens. I needed rest to see out schemes. I needed to see the schemes on how I was going to get from plan A to plan Z.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I love the way he played on that.
Hey, yo, turn me up in the headphones, man. Know what I mean? Hey, y'all, I remember being stressed out about cream, but I ain't never lose sleep, my nigga. What's a visionary without dreams? I need a rest to see out schemes like navigation. My imagination could reroute things. Only kings know about queens. I found mine and I hired a maid to keep the house clean. Now where would I be without fiends? They took care of me, shit. Some even gave me their house keys. An old
That's
three
hard,
was
dog.
trap kings. Got a warehouse full of things just in case my accounts freeze. A marathon ain't about speed. You gotta pace yourself. This ain't about greed. I told my bitch I'm the man of the house. Let your spouse lead. Y'all niggas will bite your tongue till your mouth bleed. I was just giving out peas. Now that same safe is full of contracts and house deeds. I'm dealing with this anxiety and all these mental issues that's inside of me. I just wanna see the best side of me. So I go inside of the booth and get privacy. Hire me a private masseuse, reflexology. You gotta seek honest and truth to respect modesty. Beefing with people that set policies, knowing my product's the best quality, but this is how I gotta be. And And I was always taught to get rid of beef, lemon squeeze with a banana clip, that's bittersweet. I'm off balance chemically, mix energy. Y'all mix money and power with bitch tendencies. It take more than money and power to get rid of me.
Yeah, this dude is not. He said, what did he say,
About
man?
the beef. Yeah, that was hard. A bittersweet.
I always told to get rid of beef, lemon squeeze with a banana clip. That's bittersweet. I kill somebody, that's a bittersweet thing. But it's sweet that I got mine though. I'm not the one that was killed. I got my revenge, and I'm not the one that ended up perished. But lemon is bitter, and bananas are sweet. So banana clip on a gun. That was
He's
nasty.
like, that shit is bittersweet. He's like, the way he said that shit.
I got rid of beef though.
Yeah.
So it's sweet. I don't have somebody coming down, running down, have to worry about somebody running down on me, you know what I'm saying? But it's bitter that I had to take a life.
What did he say? What would I be without fiends? He was like, shit. He's all nothing. He's all some motherfuckers gave me their house keys. They gave me everything.
I remember there was a thing called rent-a-fiends, man. I don't know if that's still a thing. You know what I'm saying? A fiend would give you their car keys in exchange for drugs. I mean, those are just real things.
Yeah, man.
And exchanges for drugs in exchange for whatever, the fiend has or the drug user has. It's sad, but that is the reality, though. He said, I was just giving out peas. Now that same safe is full of contracts and house deeds. You know what I'm saying? I was just out in the streets, right, giving out work, pounds or whatever. But, that safe that I used to store drugs is now full of contracts and house deeds, man. So just showing the change in his life, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm closing. I'm out the street shit, and now I'm on the legit shit. I'm closing real estate deals and all that. So
It's a marathon. It ain't about speed.
let's keep it going.
And I was always taught to get rid of beef, lemon squeeze with a banana clip, that's bittersweet. I'm off balance chemically, mix energy. Y'all mix money and power with bitch tendencies. It take more than money and power to get rid of me.
I wanna see the best side.
And that's probably why I ain't died yet. Couple niggas tried and failed, homie, I'm God sent. It's a process when you a living prophet. First you manifest it, then you visualize it. That's how you turn something subjective into an object.
Yeah.
Trust.
That is hard. That was hard. Yeah, this shit is hard, yo. This shit is hard. I can't wait. Can't wait.
I wanna see
This
the
is
best side.
Who is that sample?
I know it is. Ooh.
Yeah, that
Who made that fucking sample? Where's that sample from, though? Keep it real. Like, please let us know.
Yeah,
I wanna see the best side.
yeah.
That beat is fucking crazy. Salute to the production team.
What do you say? You gotta manifest it and visualize it, and that's how you turn something subjective into an object.
He's a prophet, he said, right? It's a process when you were
Yeah.
living prophet. I'm trying to prophesize my future. I'm trying to manifest, what these thoughts of who I think I can be or what I can accomplish into something tangible, right?
Yeah, dude.
So that's how you turn something subjective, which is what he's doing, into an object, right? But subjective, objective is just a play on that as well, right? It would be objective as well at the end of it. Now, it's objective. I have accomplished this at the end of that. But the manifesting something, how he played into that was beautiful.
He said, I'm off balance chemically. You know what I'm saying? Mixed energy. He was at, y'all mixed with money and power and bitch tendencies. So we both mixed emotions, right? We both got mixed energies, but y'all mixed up with some bitch shit, some money, power, and bitch tendencies. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, but he's acknowledging that
He's off.
he's off. Yeah.
He's off his rocker. Chemically, I am off.
But y'all off too on some bitch shit though.
Yeah,
You
bitch
know what I'm
tendencies. You know what I'm saying? What you mixed up with is not what you want to be mixed up with as a man. I like what he said. I'm dealing with his anxiety and all these mental issues that's inside of me. I just want to see the best side of me, so I go in the booth and I get some privacy, right? So
Yeah.
this is his outlet, right, to dealing with all the trauma and all the shit that comes from being in the streets, right? I go in the booth and this is my therapy to kind of let it out, right? It's just cool to see that sometimes, man, because these dudes can sound like Superman in their rap sometimes, and like invincible street dudes. So when he says he's dealing with anxiety, or when Ransom came up, or when up top in Ransom's verse when he was talking about his daughter seeing tears in his eyes, it just humanizes them, right? And it just gives them more relatability and believability. They killed it again. Like that, go check out our Rituals reaction, man. Same shit. Put some respect on both their names, but man, Ransom's verse was so crazy on this, man.
I can't wait to go back and listen to that later.
And the production team on that, everybody they just crushed it. From top to bottom, that song is excellent, man. And we've been staying away from Ransom's No Rest for the Wicked album because we were like, maybe we'll get a couple reactions done. We've heard a few, but we haven't heard them all. So just give us some requests on what y'all want us to do. Y'all want us to do some shit from the new album, No Rest for the Wicked, 38 Spesh, whatever he's got coming on. I mean, maybe we'll do the freestyle. I don't know. That's the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas.
We out.